On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Misfit.
A person who does not fit in with others or with society, especially because their behavior is strange or unusual.
Examples:
Social misfit. Corporate misfit. He felt like a misfit in his new school.
Adapt.
To make fit forward change to suit a new purpose or environment.
Examples:
Adapt fully to the environment. Adapt as needed. I advised him to adapt to his new surroundings.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Card carrying.
Referring to someone who is a recognized and active member of a particular group or organization, often implying a strong dedication or loyalty.
Examples:
Card-carrying feminist. Card-carrying Democrat. She is a card-carrying member of the environmental organization, always advocating for sustainable practices.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
Giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Competitive.
Involving competition or competitiveness.
Examples:
A competitive price. Competitive position. The mobile application industry is a competitive one.
Crappy.
Of poor quality, not satisfactory.
Examples:
Crappy service. Crappy Spanish. The food at the restaurant was crappy and overpriced.
Grief.
A very great sadness, especially when somebody dies.
Examples:
Have grief and sorrow. A lot of grief. Each person has a unique grief experience.
Insane.
Extremely stupid, crazy, or dangerous, mentally ill.
Examples:
Go insane with pleasure. An insane scheme. Her excessive demands drove me insane.
Editorial.
Relating to the expression of opinions or interpretations in the media.
Examples:
Gain editorial help. An editorial article. The newspaper published an editorial on the current state of the economy.
Vodka.
A distilled alcoholic beverage made from fermented grains or potatoes, typically with high alcohol content and little or no added flavoring.
Examples:
Vodka shot, flavored vodka. I ordered a vodka tonic at the bar.
Lime.
A green, citrus fruit with a sour taste that is often used for flavoring food and beverages, a type of calcium compound used in various industrial and environmental applications.
Examples:
Lime juice, lime fertilization. The bartender sliced a fresh lime to garnish the drink.
Underwear.
Clothes worn next to the skin under outer clothes.
Examples:
Underwear clothing, men's underwear. I want to buy new winter underwear because mine have holes in them.
Screw.
To turn something, such as a bolt, with a driver or wrench to tighten or loosen it. Noun, a cylindrical rod with a helical ridge used to fasten things together.
Examples:
Screw the cap, a female screw. He had to screw the loose knob back onto the cabinet door.
Hell.
The place thought to be where bad people go and are punished after death, often depicted as being located beneath the earth, an extraordinarily unpleasant or difficult place.
Examples:
Run like hell. Hell broke loose. The battlefield became hell on earth.
Pretension.
The act of claiming or asserting something, especially without good reason or without evidence, an unfounded or excessive claim or ambition.
Examples:
Pretension to authority. Baseless pretension. His pretensions of being a gourmet were quickly exposed when he could not identify basic herbs and spices.
Abusive.
Involving or characterized by harmful or offensive treatment, language, or behavior, using physical, emotional, or verbal force to control or harm someone else.
Examples:
Abusive behavior. Abusive parent. The teacher's abusive language towards the students was unacceptable.
Epic.
A long, heroic poem or story. Adjective, very imposing or impressive.
Examples:
Historical epic. Epic journey. The movie is the heroic epic of a young man's journey to become a warrior and defend his kingdom.
Underneath.
Under or below something else.
Examples:
Underneath the surface of the water. Underneath the laughter. The penny fell underneath the piano.
Belt.
To sing loudly and forcefully, to hit someone or something hard. Noun, a strip of leather or other material worn to tie or buckle something around the body.
Examples:
Belt him in the face. Leather belt. The band was belting out old songs in response to audience requests.
Flunk.
To fail a test, examination, or course, to perform poorly or not meet the required standard.
Examples:
Flunk an exam. Flunk a job interview. He was so ill-prepared that he flunked the driving test on his first attempt.
Episode:
A happening or story that is distinctive in a series of related events, an abrupt short period during which someone suffers from the effects of a physical or mental illness.
Examples:
End of the first episode. Episode of vertigo. I want to put that episode of my life behind me.
Rehabilitate.
To restore to good health or physical condition, to help someone return to a normal life, especially after a period of illness, addiction, or imprisonment.
Examples:
Rehabilitate prisoners. Rehabilitate wildlife. The organization works to rehabilitate drug addicts and help them rebuild their lives.
Staycation.
A vacation or holiday spent at home or in one's local area, often involving day trips or leisure activities without traveling far from home.
Examples:
Staycation destination. Weekend staycation. Instead of a tropical vacation, I booked a luxury staycation at a nearby resort hotel.
Jail.
A facility where criminals are kept to be punished for their crimes, a prison.
Examples:
County jail. Be in jail. The police escorted the prisoner to the jail.
Homeless.
Without a home, and therefore typically living on the streets.
Examples:
Homeless shelter. A homeless cat. He became homeless after losing his job.
Overpass.
A bridge or elevated roadway that passes over a road, railway, or other obstruction, typically designed to improve traffic flow by allowing vehicles to pass over or bypass an obstacle.
Examples:
Overpass bridge. Steel overpass. The overpass over the busy highway made getting to the other side much easier without waiting in traffic.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples:
A profound book. The profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.
Zombie.
A dead body that has been brought back to life by a supernatural force, someone who acts or responds in a mechanical or apathetic way.
Examples:
Zombie bank. Zombie movie. If you don't get a good night's sleep, you will become a zombie at work.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Heroic.
Courageous and daring, having or displaying qualities appropriate for legendary figures, that is, courage and daring.
Examples:
A heroic poem. Heroic explorers. The heroic actions of individuals are now easily spread worldwide by SNS.
Scholar.
Professor, a person who studies a topic in considerable depth, particularly in a university.
Examples:
Scholar in international politics. Noted scholar. You won't have to pay college tuition if you're a scholar.
Spite.
Feelings of anger and resentment, in spite of, also despite, a phrase that is used to indicate that something happened or exists even though there is a particular obstacle or difficulty.
Examples:
Bear spite against him. Die in spite of intensive care. He did it out of spite, to annoy me.
Fellow.
Someone who has the same job or interests as you, or is in the same class, profession, or situation as you.
Examples:
Junior fellow. Nice fellow. He is the kind of fellow who only works for his success.
Glowing.
Highly enthusiastic, greatly praised.
Examples:
Glowing reviews. Glowing cheeks. The western sky was glowing pink.
Scotch.
To put an end to or stop something from happening or continuing. To prevent, hinder, or restrain something or someone from doing or achieving something. Noun, Scotch. Things or people from Scotland, which is a country located in the United Kingdom.
Examples:
Scotch any further debate. Scotch the deal. I need to scotch these rumors before they spread any further.
Swank.
To walk or behave confidently and stylishly, often with the intent of impressing others. To style or dress in an ostentatiously fashionable or luxurious way. Adjective, stylish, luxurious, and fashionable in an ostentatious way.
Examples:
Swank about his success. Swank restaurant. I will swank up this outfit with some fancy accessories for the party tonight.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Fancy.
To want to do or have something. Noun, something that many people believe but that is false, or that does not exist, imagination or fantasy.
Examples:
Fancy a cup of coffee. A flight of fancy. I don't fancy acting in such an important role.
Confession.
A formal statement in which one admits that they have done something wrong or illegal.
Examples:
A confession of guilt. A confession of faith. The prisoner made a full confession and admitted to his crime.
Napkin.
A small piece of cloth or paper used for wiping one's mouth and hands while eating. A decorative cloth placed on a table for formal occasions.
Examples:
Paper napkin. Linen napkin. I always keep a stack of napkins on my desk while I eat to prevent any messes.
Shove.
To push someone or something in a rough way.
Examples:
Shove a person aside. Shove hamburger into my mouth. He forcibly shoved the flyer into my bag.
Pants.
An item of clothing that covers the lower part of the body and each leg separately, typically with a waistband and two legs.
Examples:
Woolly pants. Pajama pants. I always wear pants when I go outside, even in the summer.
Keepsake.
A small item or object that is kept and treasured for its sentimental or nostalgic value, often given as a gift or collected to commemorate a person, event, or special occasion.
Examples:
Sentimental keepsake. Special keepsake gift. The locket was a cherished keepsake passed down through generations.
Bible.
The sacred writings of the Christian religions, consisting of the Old and New Testaments, a book regarded as authoritative in its field.
Examples:
A passage from the Bible. Believe Bible prophecy. Students have loved this textbook for many years as a biology Bible.
Permit.
To allow for something to happen or be done, noun, the act of giving a formal, usually written, authorization.
Examples:
Permit application. Work permit. The teacher will not permit any students to leave the classroom early.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Mainstream.
The ideas, opinions, beliefs, etc., that are considered normal or accepted by most people.
Examples:
Join the mainstream. Mainstream political beliefs. His thinking is mainstream in the country's culture.
Grand.
Important and large in size, scope, or extent.
Examples:
A grand meal. This year.
canyon,
A large deep valley with very steep sides of rock and usually formed by a river.
Examples:
Twisty canyon road. Canyon of skyscrapers. The Grand Canyon has an awe-inspiring sight.
creative,
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
stillborn,
Not having produced any significant or useful results, born dead or showing no signs of life at birth.
Examples:
Stillborn plan. Stillborn calf. The couple was devastated when they learned their baby was stillborn.
convince,
To persuade someone or make someone believe that something is true.
Examples:
Convince her to go with us. Convince an opponent. I am considering what I should do to convince him.
memoir,
A historical account or biography written from the writer's knowledge of famous people, places, or events.
Examples:
Family memoir. Publish a memoir. He wrote his memoirs while awaiting trial.
nod,
To lower and raise one's head, sometimes several times, as to show approval, agreement, greeting, or confirmation.
Examples:
Nod at each other. Nod courteously. She nodded quietly in response to the question.
numb,
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
idiot,
A foolish or stupid person who lacks common sense or judgment, a derogatory term used to describe someone who is mentally deficient.
Examples:
Idiot driver. What an idiot. He acted like an idiot and spilled his drink all over the floor.
pat,
To touch or tap something lightly and usually in a friendly or encouraging manner, to apply or rub lightly and repetitively.
Examples:
Pat on the back. Pat a dog. She patted the puppy on the head and gave it a treat.
escort,
A person or group of people accompanying someone for protection, guidance, or courtesy, a companion or attendant, a service or a person providing a service for accompanying someone or something to or from a destination.
Examples:
Escort for VIPs. Personal escort. An escort of bodyguards surrounded the celebrity to keep fans safe.
Stitch.
One of the tiny thread lines visible on a piece of fabric after it has been sewn.
Examples:
A stitch in a garment. Pattern stitch. The wound was so deep that it needed a surgical procedure and stitches.
Cosmos.
Another name for the universe, mainly used when it is thought of as an ordered system.
Examples:
Exploration of cosmos. Origin of the cosmos. Supercomputers enable scientists to create computational models of the cosmos.
Carol.
A song or hymn typically sung at Christmas, often with a joyful or celebratory theme.
Examples:
Christmas carol. Sing a carol. I love the sound of carols playing in the background while we decorate the Christmas tree.
Blacksmith.
A smith who forges and shapes iron with a hammer and anvil.
Examples:
Blacksmith welding. Blacksmith shop. The blacksmith shaped a horseshoe on his anvil.
Lean.
Having a noticeably small amount of body fat. Verb, to bend or move from a straight to a sloping posture.
Examples:
A lean horse. Lean athletic figure. Lean operational improvements often lead to better environmental performance.
Bead.
A small, usually round object made of glass, wood, or plastic that is used for decoration or as part of jewelry.
Examples:
A beautiful bead. Bead curtain. She threaded the beads onto the string to make a necklace.
Fierce.
Severe and violent in a way that is frightening.
Examples:
Fierce competition. A fierce animal. The fierce thunders echoed across the plain.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Envelope.
To surround and cover completely, to encase.
Examples:
Envelop the whole world. Envelop her in a bear hug. The fog enveloped the city, making it difficult to see.
Lick.
To pass the tongue over something to moisten, taste, or eat.
Examples:
Lick a teaspoon. Lick its wounds. She licked the envelope to seal it before mailing it.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Poetry.
Poems in general as a genre of literature.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Book of poetry. Different cultures have different comfortable word rhythms, so the composition of poetry varies greatly.
Literary.
Relating to or characteristic of literature, equals written or spoken works of artistic expression, or other related works, particularly in terms of style and content.
Examples:
Literary criticism. Literary figures. The literary community mourned the loss of the talented author.
Agency.
An organization or business that is responsible for specific activities or services, especially when representing other organizations or businesses. The capacity or power to act or exert influence, the ability to make decisions and take action.
Examples:
Real estate agency. Intelligence agency. The government agency regulated the country's food and drug safety standards.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
A straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Representation.
The act of speaking, acting, or being present on behalf of someone officially, a statement of facts and reasons made in appealing or protesting.
Examples:
Sales representation. Binary representation. A person who has been declared incompetent should have legal representation.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Deaf.
Lacking the ability to hear, or having impaired hearing, unresponsive or unaware of certain sounds or signals.
Examples:
Deaf in one ear. Deaf child. The deaf student needed an interpreter to understand the lecture.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Deserve.
To be worthy of or entitled to something, especially something good or valuable.
Examples:
Deserve respect. Deserve this prize. The employee deserved the promotion for their hard work and dedication.
Admire.
To have regard for or respect for someone's qualities or the actions they have performed.
Examples:
Admire the subtlety of the distinctions. Admire kids with attitude. We all admire him because he is a nobleman.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Radiance.
A shining, brilliant light or glow, a bright or effulgent quality, an aura or distinct energy that emanates from a person or object.
Examples:
Radiance of the sun. Facial radiance. The painting was full of vibrance and radiance, capturing the essence of the artist's talent.
Evergreen.
Of plants, retaining its leaves or foliage throughout the year, figuratively, enduring, perennial, or constant.
Examples:
Evergreen classic. Evergreen shrub. The evergreen trees in the forest stay green all year round.
Chronology.
The science of arranging events in their order of occurrence in time.
Examples:
Astronomical chronology. Chronology order. The chronology of events was important for understanding history.
Reinvent.
To change something so drastically that it looks to be completely new.
Examples:
Reinvent local dishes. Reinvent our life. They have tried to reinvent their grocery stores.
Ruin.
To damage, spoil, or demolish something. Noun, an unrecoverable state of devastation and destruction.
Examples:
Ruin the plan. Ruin the reputation. He knocked over the red wine and ruined the tablecloth.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
A weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Myth.
An ancient story or set of stories accepted as history, especially explaining the worldview of a people.
Examples:
The myth of an old religion. Perpetuate a myth. With the financial bubble bursting, the myth of economic growth in investment banking collapsed.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero. Unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Prefer.
To like, choose, or want one thing or person better than another.
Examples:
Prefer physics to chemistry. Prefer a window seat. The birds prefer open water areas with reeds around them.
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
Increase slightly. Slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Endlessly.
In a way that continues for a long time or seems to have no end or limit.
Examples:
Repeat endlessly. Worry endlessly about our future. The procession of demonstrators was endlessly continuing.
Survivor.
A person who remains alive after an event in which others have died.
Examples:
Ovarian cancer survivor. A single survivor. The shipwreck survivor was rescued after floating in the ocean for 3 days.
Abuse.
The use of something in an incorrect or harmful manner.
Examples:
The problem of drug abuse. Victim of sexual abuse. Our company has an audit team that monitors directors for abuse of authority.
Con.
An argument opposed to a proposal, a swindle in which you cheat at gambling or persuade a person to buy worthless property. Verb, to be against or opposed to something.
Examples:
Telemarketing cons. The pros and cons. The con artist convinced the older woman to give him her life savings.
Marble.
A hard crystalline metamorphic rock that has a pattern of lines going through it and takes a high polish used for sculpture and as building material. A small ball made of stone, especially one used in children's games.
Examples:
Marble statues. Artificial marble. The floor was made of white and black marble arranged in a checkerboard pattern.
Phenomenal.
Extremely good or impressive, outstanding.
Examples:
Phenomenal success. Phenomenal growth. The athlete's phenomenal performance broke all previous records.